Hi guys, welcome back to this third match of the Tri Series between Zimbabwe and New Zealand. What a start this is from the Zimbabwe team. First ball of the innings, they have scored a boundary and then a dot and then a couple of runs. Now Wesley Madhaveri is on strike. Matt Henry is having the new ball. And Madhaveri comes down the pitch and hits it leg side towards deep square leg for another boundary here. Second boundary of this over from the bat of Wesley Madhaveri. And Zimbabwe are off to a really good start here. Two boundaries in the first over, and that too against the bowler of the caliber of Matt Henry. A good start here for Zimbabwe. So still two balls left in this over. What a start this is from Zimbabwe. Missed a shot again, pulled away by Wesley Madhaveri towards deep square leg, and it's just a single. Gives the strike to Brian Bennett, who hasn't even got the strike till now. Wesley Madhaveri has started in real positive note. Two boundaries in the first over. Wesley Madhaveri and Brian Bennett are opening their batting for Zimbabwe in this match. Zimbabwe actually lost to South Africa in the first match of this Tri Series, so if Zimbabwe can win today, then definitely they will be looking at an upset if they can win against mighty New Zealand. Last ball of the over now. And that's back of the length, nicely defended by Brian Bennett towards covers. It's another dot to finish that over. 11 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 11 without loss after one over. Jacob Duffy now is going to be bowling the second over of this innings for New Zealand. A very good bowler, picked up 3 wickets in the previous match against South Africa. New Zealand did well in the previous match, and now they are playing against a relatively weaker team, we can say, but Zimbabwe can also fight. Here's Jacob Duffy. Wesley Madhaveri on strike and straight away looking to flick it away, gets the leading edge towards deep third man, picks up a single and gives the strike to Brian Bennett. Brian Bennett on strike. Second ball of the second over. It's a full delivery. Brian Bennett drives through the offside. It beats covers. And it's just a single. Gives the strike to Wesley Madhaveri, who has started in aggressive fashion here for Zimbabwe. That's another good delivery, very good delivery from Jacob Duffy. And it's another dot ball here. Wesley Madhaveri looking to come down the pitch, looking to go for the big shot, but not able to make connection there. So just 2 runs from this over so far. Still 3 balls left. And Wesley Madhiveri gives himself room, pulls it towards mid-on, picks up a quick single and gives the strike to Brian Bennett. Wesley Madhiveri is turning out to be a very busy player here. Oh, shot, and Brian Bennett has gone for the pull shot. Luckily for him, it lands in no man's land. It was a mistimed shot. Deep square leg was running in, but luckily the ball lands safely. So it will be another single for Brian Bennett and gives the strike to Wesley Madhiveri. 1 ball left in this over. And Madhiveri goes for the ramp shot or a scoop shot, we can call it, but not able to make connection. It's another dot ball to finish that over. Just 4 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 15 without loss after 2 overs. New Zealand are right now on top of the points table of this Tri Series. And they are playing against Zimbabwe, who have lost a match in this Tri Series. Oh, straight away. Brian Bennett going for the drive but not able to make connection. Dot ball here. Adam Milne is the new bowler into the attack for New Zealand. He's coming off a very good MLC tournament. And he is looking to put more pressure here on Zimbabwe by picking up early wickets. Oh, that's another full delivery. Brian Bennett going for the drive, but again not able to connect. Back-to-back dot balls. This is a good start here from Adam Milne. Two back-to-back dot balls to start. He's picked up tons of wickets in the MLC tournament and he's in good form. And a shot pulled away by Brian Bennett. It goes in the gap towards deep mid wicket. Is the ball racing away for 4? No, it's not. Good fielding at deep mid wicket. Couple of runs for Brian Bennett. So finally, he is able to score the runs. So still 3 balls left in this over, just 2 runs from this over so far. Oh, again he moves across, looks to drive through the offside, but again not able to make connection. Another dot ball here. So still 2 balls left in this over, just 2 runs from this over so far. And this time he picks it up beautifully. It goes over deep mid wicket all the way for 6. First 6 for Brian Bennett. It was in the slot when he placed that pickup shot really well. And it has disappeared out of the ground. First 6 for Brian Bennett in this innings. First 6 of this innings for Zimbabwe. And a much needed 6 for them. Last ball of the over, and he just gently flicks it away leg side, picks up a single, and he will keep the strike for the next over. 9 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 24 without loss after 3 overs. Jacob Duffy is continuing in the attack. And straight away, a good delivery there, beating the outside edge. Another dot ball here. So good start again from Jacob Duffy. Oh, that's another good delivery. This time it ball kept low. And it's gone underneath the batter. And it's another dot ball. So New Zealand trying to squeeze in some dot balls. Yes, the 6 went in the previous over. But now we are getting in a few dot balls here. Jacob Duffy has been the young sensation for New Zealand in T20 cricket these days. Bowling really well. Oh my goodness, what happened there? Ball is, I think, pitched and it's gone above the batter. So it's been given as a wide. I think the ball slipped out of his hands, I think. I mean, like it bounced, it's like a bouncer, but if it is above the head, it will be given as a wide. So that is exactly what happened. Oh, he's looking to drive there, beats the outside edge. Brian Bennett is struggling a little bit. Too many dot balls here to start. He's moving across, but that back of the length, good length delivery, he's not able to make connection. I think that is where he needs to improve himself a little bit. Still 3 balls left in this over. Brian Bennett has also been a wonderful batter for Zimbabwe these days. It is good that Zimbabwe are playing in these kind of Tri Series against teams like South Africa and New Zealand, who are big teams in international cricket. That's a full delivery. He's going for the big shot, gets the outside edge, and it goes towards deep point, deep third man, and another couple of runs here for Brian Bennett. Good running between the wickets. So a couple of runs and he will keep the strike. 2 balls left in this over. Brian Bennett is living dangerously, went for the big shot, didn't get enough timing on it. Luckily that ball landed safely. He's gone again. He's gone high in the air once again. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't, and the ball stops. And good fielding at long on. 3 runs completed by the batters. So Wesley Madhevere will be on strike now. 6 runs from this over. Still 1 ball left. Both these batters looking to go after the bowlers, looking to play the big shots, but this is good bowling from New Zealand actually. And remember, they have beaten South Africa in the previous match, so they are coming off a very good bowling performance. They defended 173. That's a full delivery driven back to the bowler by Wesley Madiveri. Another dot ball to finish that over. Just 6 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 30 without loss after 4 overs. So Adam Milne is into the attack, and straight away Wesley Madiveri, Brian Bennett drives through the offside and picks up a single, gives the strike to Wesley Madiveri. So the full toss there from Adam Milne. Brian Bennett has been struggling a little bit. Apart from that 1-6 which he has hit, he hasn't really looked comfortable with his drives and the other shots which he's trying to play now. Wesley Madiveri, of course, started the innings with a boundary. He hit 2 boundaries in the first over of this innings. So Zimbabwe have clearly come out with positive intent, but the intent has to be mixed, has to be executed as well. That is a very important thing. Another full delivery driven by Wesley Madiveri straight to covers. And just a single here. Gives the strike to Brian Bennett. Oh, that is amazing fielding actually. Glenn Phillips, in fact it's Mark Chapman who has done the fielding in that delivery. But whenever you see a flying Kiwi, don't you get reminded of Glenn Phillips, the way he was catching in the Champions Trophy, which happened this year. Seriously, unbelievable stuff. And this time Brian Bennett goes for the lap shot, picks it up, and it goes over deep fine leg all the way. Or has it gone 1 bounce for 4? I think it has gone 1 bounce for 4. So another boundary here, and this time it's Brian Bennett who finds the boundary, his first boundary for today. An outstanding ramp shot. He had to try something different because when he was trying to hit through the line, he was not able to get his execution properly. So he has tried something different and executed it well. Important boundary for Zimbabwe. And this time it's a good length delivery. Brian Bennett moves across, looks to heave it away, but not able to make connection. It's another dot ball here. This is what I was talking about actually. Brian Bennett is, whenever he's trying to play conventional shots, he is not able to get the proper connection. He only connected one, which went out of the ground. But apart from that, if we see, Brian Bennett is struggling a little bit. And now he played the ramp shot in this over as well. So just 6 runs from this over, still 2 balls left. And this time Brian Bennett moves across, hits it down the ground back to the bowler. It's another dot ball. This is good bowling here from Adam Milne. Plenty of experience. Did well for the Texas Super Kings in the MLC this year. Unfortunately, Texas Super Kings couldn't make it through to the final. They got eliminated in the qualifier 2. But Adam Milne performed really well in the MLC, and he will be having a lot of confidence after playing such a tournament. That's driven through the offside by Brian Bennett, but straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 36 without loss after 5 overs. So Matt Henry has been brought back into the attack into his second over. Wesley Madiveri on strike. Started well but has slowed down a little bit in the last few deliveries. That's a slow ball pulled away by Wesley Madiveri towards deep mid wicket for another single. Gives the strike to Brian Bennett. Matt Henry has been outstanding with the ball actually of late. He's been picking up wickets consistently. And a shot pulled away in the air, straight into the hands of deep square leg. Just as we were speaking about Matt Henry being outstanding, he has picked up a lot of wickets off late. And he has picked up a wicket here. The first wicket goes down for Zimbabwe. And rightly so, it's Brian Bennett who is walking back, was struggling a little bit at the crease. Was not able to get enough timing in his shots consistently. And eventually he has perished. It was a short ball. He was looking to pull it. Again, not able to get the timing. Simple catch by the deep square leg fielder running in. You will not see New Zealand fielders dropping that many catches. They are so good in the field. And Brian Bennett departs after scoring 21 from 20 deliveries. And Zimbabwe are now 37 for 1 after 5.2 overs. So once again, it is that man, Matt Henry, picking up the breakthrough and breaking the opening partnership of Zimbabwe. How often have we seen Matt Henry do this? Just as I was speaking about Matt Henry, I was telling that he has been outstanding with the ball these days. He always breaks those partnerships, picks up those wickets. He's done it again. Brian Bennett is back in the pavilion, and now Zimbabwe will be under some pressure. New batter to the crease for Zimbabwe is Clive Madande. 37 matches, 445 runs, strike rate 113.81, best score of 53 not out. And he will be looking to make an impact here. And that's back of the length, punched through the offside by Clive Madande. Deep point runs in. And Clive Madande takes the single and gets off the mark with the single. Gives the strike to Wesley Madiveri. Three balls left in this over now. Wesley Madiveri on strike. Shot again, pulled away by Madiveri, but again the deep square leg fielder runs in. He slips a little bit, but more importantly stops the boundary. So another single here for Wesley Madiveri. And gives the strike to Clive Madande. Two more deliveries left in this over. Zimbabwe started so aggressively, but again they have tapered off a little bit. Not able to maintain that momentum. Oh, that's another very good delivery. Beats the outside edge of Clive Madande. Back of the length delivery from Matt Henry. It's another dot ball. So this is an excellent over here from Matt Henry. Was a little expensive in his first over, but he has come back. He's conceded only 3 runs in his second over, and also picked up the important wicket of Brian Bennett. The last ball of the over now. And it's pulled away by Clive Madande, but straight to mid-wicket. It's another dot ball to finish that over. Just 3 runs came from that over and the wicket of Brian Bennett. And the power play has come to an end. Zimbabwe are now 39 for 1 after 6 overs. power play has finished. Zimbabwe are 39 for 1 after the power play. I would say it's an improvement from Zimbabwe actually, because they showed some aggression inside the power play, which is very surprising from a team like Zimbabwe. But they need to maintain that momentum. That is one thing which Zimbabwe need to learn, and I think they'll slowly learn that. That is why they are organizing these kind of Tri Series, so that Zimbabwe get an experience to play against these kind of big teams in international cricket. New Zealand and South Africa are big teams, World Cup contenders, and Zimbabwe are getting an opportunity to play against them now. As we see, Mitchell Santner now is a new bowler into the attack for New Zealand, and straight away a full delivery driven back to the bowler by by Wesley Madivere. Dot ball to start the over. And this time it's another lap shot from Wesley Madivere towards deep square leg. He picks up a single and gives the strike to Clive Madande. It's a nicely flighted delivery. He's looking to drive through the offside. It's Clive Madande, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball here. Mitchell Santner always slows it up. He's such a tricky customer, such a tricky bowler to handle. He mixes up his pace. Very, very unpredictable. This time it's a flatter delivery, punched straight to covers, another dot ball. But these dot balls are not taking Zimbabwe anywhere. They need to go after the bowlers. And as I said, associate nations will always have something to learn in these kind of sports. Full delivery driven through the offside this time by Clive Madande. Towards deep extra covers, a fumble in the deep allows the batters to complete a couple of runs. Very rarely do you see New Zealand fielders fumble. Couple of runs completed. Still one ball left in this over. Last ball of the over now. And Wesley Madivere just drives it back to the bowler. It's another dot to finish that over. Just 3 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 42 for 1 after 7 overs. The new bowler into the attack now for New Zealand is Michael Bracewell. Wesley Madivere is on strike. They have this spin duo of Michael Bracewell and Santner. And Madivere goes for the reverse sweep. The ball is racing away. Surely another couple of runs for Wesley Madivere. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs to start the over. And this time Madivere gives himself room, misses it altogether. They are appealing for a stumping here. Has Madivere lost his balance? I think they're going to go upstairs. He was looking to drive, but he has slipped and fell down as well. And I think that is why the keeper is appealing. And this could be really, really close actually, because it's Wesley Madivere as well, a big batter for Zimbabwe. His foot is outside the crease. Has he made it back in time? Has he made it back? I think he has made it back. Just about made it back, so it will be not out. It will be not out, I guess. Yes, it is not out, so Wesley Madivere would have had his heart in his mouth, but luckily he survives. It's another dot ball here. Michael Bracewell can be a tricky customer, can be a tricky operator with the ball. Still 4 balls left in this over. And that's a quicker delivery. He's looking to flick it away, but again, not able to get enough connection. It's another dot ball. And again, Madhaveri going for the reverse sweep, gets it through. Is it going to race away for 4? No, it's not. Deep point fielder comes around, cuts it off. Another couple of runs for Wesley Madhaveri. 4 runs from this over so far, still 2 balls left. It's a very gutsy reverse sweep there from Wesley Madhaveri. If Zimbabwe have to post a good score, Madhaveri has to stay till the end, which is exactly what he's doing. Inside out or extra cover this time, and this one goes for 4. So finally, after a long time, it's Wesley Madhaveri who finds the boundary, his 3rd boundary in this innings, and a much needed boundary for Zimbabwe. So still 1 ball left in this over, last ball of the over, and Madhaveri goes for the sweep towards deep square leg. This time it's just a single to finish that over. So it is slightly expensive over there from Michael Bracewell. The 50 also came up with that boundary for Zimbabwe. 9 runs came from that over from Michael Bracewell, and Zimbabwe are now 51 for 1 after 8 overs. So 8 overs done. Zimbabwe are 51 for 1. Mitchell Santner, it is continuing from the other end. He's into his 2nd over. Madhaveri on strike. And yes, Wesley Madhaveri just flicks it leg side towards deep square leg. Picks up a single and gives the strike to Clive Madande. Quicker delivery again, hit back down the ground. Oh, was that a catching opportunity there? I think it was in the air a little bit from Clive Madande. Good effort there from Mitchell Santner. But did that carry is the big question. Yes, it was in the air. Ooh, very tough catch, but it's been put down by Mitchell Santner. Normally you don't see these kind of... in fact, he had it. He had it in his hands. But then after that it popped out of his hands. It's a missed opportunity here for New Zealand. And this time he goes for the big shot, gets an inside edge. The ball is running away. Deep fine leg fielder coming after it. And cuts it off. Couple of runs for Clive Madande. Zimbabwe can be a dangerous team. You cannot underestimate any team like this. Zimbabwe have already beaten teams like Pakistan and India in T20 internationals before. So you cannot, even if it is Zimbabwe, you cannot take things lightly against them. Any day they can upset a big team. In fact, Zimbabwe have even beaten Pakistan in a T20 World Cup. Goes for the sweep, appealing for LBW. Umpire says not out. And our New Zealand going to go upstairs. In fact, they took 3 runs on the previous delivery. So Wesley Madhaveri is on strike now. He went for a sweep shot, but I think that's missing leg because he gave himself a lot of room. And then went for the sweep shot and got hit on the pads. Luckily for him, he survives an LBW. And this time Madhaveri gives himself room, hits it down the ground to long off, picks up a single and gives the strike to Clive Madande. One ball left in this over. If anyone remembers, Zimbabwe have beaten Pakistan in a T20 World Cup. Zimbabwe have beaten India last year, immediately after the T20 World Cup. India lost the first T20 international to Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe can be a very tricky team, a very funny team. On their day, they can upset anyone. Again, darted in by Mitchell Santner, flicked away by... was looking to flick it away, gets it on the pads, picks up another single to finish that over. So 6 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 57 for 1 after 9 overs. Like how we should consider teams like Zimbabwe is, like not only Zimbabwe actually, there are many teams like that, teams like Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Zimbabwe, they can all be rising forces in world cricket. They are all rising. They might not be as consistent as the top teams, but definitely they can be very funny teams actually. They are known to upset teams on their day. So you should never take them lightly. And now the new bowler into the attack for New Zealand is Rachin Ravindra. Clive Madande is on strike. And Madande hits it leg side. Is it gone off the pad or off the bat is the big question. Couple of runs completed by Clive Madande. And 2 leg byes it will be to start the over. And it's a quicker delivery this time. Madande flicks it leg side, picks up a single and gives the strike to Wesley Madhaveri. And this is the advantage which New Zealand has. They can squeeze in a few overs through Rachin Ravindra, who is also coming off an outstanding MLC tournament. Unfortunately, his team lost the finals, but he played an outstanding knock in the finals as well. And Madhaveri comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long on, picks up a single and gives a strike to Clive Madande. Three balls left in this over. Oh, has he cleaned him up there? What has happened there? Has he cleaned him up or has he been stumped? The stumps are shattered and he is walking back. Another wicket goes down here for Zimbabwe. Clive Madande was looking to drive. The only question is, has he been bowled or has he been stumped? Definitely one of those two. But what a big wicket. It's been given as stumped as well. So he has been stumped. I think he was off his crease, I think. Yeah, outside his crease. The keeper was quick enough to take the bails off. So he has been stumped here as Clive Madande. And another wicket goes down. Clive Madande departs after scoring just 8. And Zimbabwe are now 61 for 2 after 9.4 overs. Rachin Ravindra strikes for New Zealand. So would you believe it? It's Rachin Ravindra who has provided the breakthrough for New Zealand. And he has broken this partnership. And now the new batter to the crease for Zimbabwe is their captain, Sikandar Raza. They need a captain's knock from Sikandar Raza. 2,457 runs in his T20 career, best score of 133 not out. Has played all leagues all around the world as well. Played a match-winning knock in the IL T20 final and the PSL final this year. Oh, and he's going for the sweep straight away, appealing for LBWs. Rachin Ravindra umpire says not out. Are they going to go upstairs for a review? Is there a review system here? It looked like a straighter delivery. Sikandar Raza going for the across the line sweep shot, very risky shot. And I don't think they are having the DRS system in this Tri Series, so you have to go with the umpire's decision. Yeah, and the umpire said not out. So Sikandar Raza survives. And that's another very good delivery. Pitches, spins away from the batter. It's another dot ball to finish that over. 4 runs came from that over from Rachin Ravindra and the wicket of Clive Madante. And Zimbabwe are now 61 for 2 after 10 overs. So very good over there from Rachin Ravindra. Picking up the wicket as well. Could have had 2 wickets in that over if Sikandar Raza had been given out. Zimbabwe needs Sikandar Raza at the crease because he is the experienced player. Now Santner continues in the attack. And Madheveri pulls it down the ground to long on. Picks up a single. And gives a strike to Sikandar Raza. So now New Zealand might look to squeeze Zimbabwe as much as possible. They have a good bowling attack. And this time a back of the length delivery, good length delivery. Sikandar Raza hits it down the ground to long on and gets off the mark with a single. Gives a strike to Wesley Madheveri. The one difference between Sikandar Raza and the other Zimbabwe players is that Sikandar Raza has more experience because he has played all the leagues around the world. He has played the MLC, he has played the IL T20, he has played the PSL, he has even played the IPL in the last few years. Madheveri gives himself room, cuts it through the offside towards deep extra covers, picks up a single and gives a strike to Sikandar Raza. 3 singles in this over, still 3 balls left. And definitely it has to be that man, Sikandar Raza, to help Zimbabwe post a good score on the board. And again, nicely flicked away by Sikandar Raza. He picks up a single and gives the strike to Wesley Madheveri. 2 balls left in this over, 4 runs from this over so far. It's good to see that Zimbabwe are fighting. You know, these kind of dark horses like Zimbabwe can be very dangerous. You just can't underestimate them. And there he goes, the reverse sweep from Wesley Madheveri. Gets it over, shot third man into the boundary for 4. What a shot that is. What a gutsy shot to play against a bowler like Mitchell Santner. Going for the reverse sweep and finding the boundary. 4th boundary for Wesley Madheveri in this innings. And this time nicely tossed up. Madheveri hits it offside straight to point. It's another dot ball to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over and Zimbabwe are now 69 for 2 after 11 overs. So Rachin Ravindra is continuing in the attack. It's a good partnership building here between Wesley Madhevere and Sikandar Raza. And this time Raza flicks it away leg side, picks up a single and gives a strike to Wesley Madhevere. Sikandar Raza is happy to play second fiddle to Wesley Madhevere. Because Madhevere is taking the aggressive route. Goes for the sweep shot but not able to make connection. Another dot ball. It's good bowling here from Rachin Ravindra. New Zealand have another spin bowling option as well in Glenn Phillips, who hasn't come into the attack yet. I doubt whether he will bowl today. Again going for the sweep here, Wesley Madhevere, but straight to deep square leg. And this time he takes the single and gives the strike to Sikandar Raza. Three balls left in this over now. Oh, has he taken the outside edge? They're appealing here. The umpire says not out. Is there really a DRS system here or not? Is the big question. Did that take the outside edge? It was so close to the outside edge. This is excellent bowling here from Rachin Ravindra. I don't think there is a DRS system. If there had been a DRS system, they would have shown it. So the umpire has said not out and Sikandar Raza survives. Two balls left in this over now. And that's another very good delivery here. Quicker delivery, pitching, spinning away. Another dot ball. Just 2 runs from this over, would you believe it? And Rachin Ravindra has been the pick of the spinners in the New Zealand bowling attack today. Unbelievable stuff. Last ball. Oh, there's Raza looking to flick it leg side. But again, not able to make enough connection. Another dot to finish that over. Just 2 runs came from that over. Amazing bowling here from Rachin Ravindra. And Zimbabwe are now 71 for 2 after 12 overs. Adam Milne has been brought back into the attack. None for 15 in his 2 overs. He still has 2 overs left. Wesley Madhevere is on strike. And where Madhevere gives himself room and the stumps are castled. Adam Milne strikes here for New Zealand. And what a big wicket this is. Wesley Madhevere was looking really good. He was looking like the one who was going to take Zimbabwe to a competitive score, but he has to make the long walk back. Adam Milne comes back into the attack and straight away castles the settled Wesley Madhevere. He was looking to give himself room, but I think he gave himself too much room, I think. Has lost his leg stump, cartwheeling onto the ground. And he is disappointed, obviously he will be. But what a wicket here for New Zealand and Adam Milne. Wesley Madhevere departs after playing a very good knock of 36 from 32 balls. And Zimbabwe are now 71 for 3 after 12.1 overs. What a delivery there from Adam Milne. Straight away brought back into the attack. And castling Wesley Madhevere, breaking that partnership, and now you have relatively 2 new batters at the crease. Of course, Ryan Burl is also capable with the bat. He is the new batter to the crease now. He can also be a good power hitter for Zimbabwe. So Ryan Burl, if we see, another very good batter actually, 92 matches, 1,436 runs, best score of 61. And Adam Milne coming around the wicket to Ryan Burl. And Ryan Burl drives through the offside, it goes in the gap. And the ball is racing away towards deep extra covers for 4. What a way to announce your arrival to the crease. Ryan Burl comes in and the first ball, he's played a glorious cover drive for 4. Nice way to start his innings. And this time Ryan Burl moves across, flicks it leg side. Deep square leg fielder comes around, cuts it off. Another couple of runs for Ryan Burl. So clearly Ryan Burl has come in with very aggressive intentions actually. And he can do that. We know his capabilities with the bat. Can be a very dangerous batter when he gets going as well. Adam Milne again coming around the wicket to Ryan Burl, and Ryan Burl flicks it leg side towards mid-wicket. It's another dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. 6 runs from this over so far. That's another slow delivery defended by Ryan Burl towards point. It's another dot ball here. So this is good bowling here from Adam Milne, mixing up his pace, mixing up his variations. Still 1 ball left in this over. Last ball of the over, Ryan Burl moves across, drives through the offside, good fielding at point. Another single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over and the big wicket of Wesley Madavere. And Zimbabwe are now 78 for 3 after 13 overs. So Zimbabwe are 78 for 3 after 13 overs. Current run rate only 6 runs per over. Still 7 overs left in this innings. Michael Bracewell has been brought back into the attack. And he is going to be bowling this 14th over of this innings. Ryan Burl is on strike. Ryan Burl gives himself room, thrashes it through covers for 4. What a start to the over here from Ryan Burl. His second boundary in this innings, just gave himself room and swatted it through the offside. This is exactly what Ryan Burl can do when he is in full flow. And so this time he slowed it down. Ryan Burl gives himself room, looks to smash it through the offside, but not able to make connection this time. So it's another dot ball here. And again, this time it's a quicker ball. He smashes it through the offside towards deep extra covers, picks up a single and gives a strike to Sikandar Raza. 3 balls left in this over, 5 runs from this over so far. And this time Sikandar Raza just gently flicks it leg side. Deep mid wicket comes around, cuts it off. Another single here for Sikandar Raza. And gives a strike to Ryan Burl. 2 balls left in this over. And Ryan Burl goes for the reverse sweep, but hits it straight into the hands of Point, and the catch is taken. And a wicket falls in this over. Michael Bracewell strikes and picks up the big wicket of Ryan Burl, who could have looked dangerous. He has reverse swept it straight into the hands of Point. And unfortunately, another wicket goes down here for Zimbabwe, and it is Michael Bracewell who has picked up a huge wicket, we can say, because Ryan Burl could have taken the game away, has the ability to take the game away from the opposition, but he's gone. He's gone for 12, and Zimbabwe are now 84 for 4 after 13.5 overs. So Zimbabwe losing wickets here at the wrong time. Just as we think that a partnership is building, they are losing wickets. Ryan Burl has made his way back to the pavilion. They need someone to stay along with Sikandar Raza and bat the full 20 overs. That is not happening. So the new batter to the crease now for Zimbabwe is Tony Munyonga. He also has the capability of playing the big shots. 1 ball left in this over. And it's guided straight to short third man. It's another dot ball to finish that over. So very good over from Michael Bracewell despite conceding the boundary of the first ball of that over. Just 6 runs came from that over and the wicket of Ryan Burl. And Zimbabwe are now 84 for 4 after 14 overs. So 6 more overs left in this innings. Zimbabwe maintaining the current run rate of 6 runs per over. At this rate, Zimbabwe will get to 120. At 7 runs per over, they can get to 126, but I think they should push towards 130, 140. And Jacob Duffy now has been brought back into the attack. Sikandar Raza on strike. Raza moves across, looks to heave it away leg side, but misses the ball. A dot ball to start the over. Swing and a miss from Sikandar Raza. So they need boundaries here, Zimbabwe. Where are they getting the boundaries from is the big question. Of course, Sikandar Raza definitely has the capability. Slow ball smashes it through the offside. Has it gone for 4? Yes, it has. It's Sikandar Raza now finding the boundary for Zimbabwe. Important boundary here for Zimbabwe. First boundary for Sikandar Raza in this innings. And this time it's a back of the line delivery. Raza gives himself room, looks to pull it away, but gets it on the hips, I think. Another dot ball here. So good comeback from Jacob Duffy after conceding the boundary. Sikandar Raza has improved his batting a little bit in the last few years. So he can be a destructive batter when he gets going. Oh, that's a short bumper there over the top of the batter. And it's another dot ball. So this is good bowling here from Jacob Duffy. He's understanding that if he bowls anywhere in the slot, Sikandar Raza is going to go for it. So maybe bounce him out, maybe. That is what he's trying here. Sikandar Raza scored a half century against South Africa in the first match of this Tri Series. And he has been in very good form of late in T20 cricket. Raza comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground. Has he got enough on it? The fielders are running backwards. Good fielding in the deep. Another couple of runs for Sikandar Raza. I don't think he got enough timing there, Sikandar Raza. And luckily for him, the ball landed safely. Of course, he would have liked it to go for 4, but good fielding in the deep, so another couple of runs. 6 runs from this over, 1 ball left in this over. Now what is Sikandar Raza going to do? Is he going to keep the strike by taking the single? It's guided away towards deep third man, picks up a single, and he does keep the strike. So exactly what I had predicted now. Single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 91 for 4 after 15 overs. So Mitchell Santner now has come back into the attack into his last over, and straight away Sikandar Raza flicks it down the ground to long on, picks up a single and gives the strike to Tony Munyonga. I'm pretty sure Adam Milne has 2 overs left. Even Jacob Duffy has overs left, so they will be bowling the last 4 overs. And this time Munyonga going for the sweep. I don't know whether it came off the bat or not, but it's another dot ball here. Oh, again going for the sweep shot, not able to make connection. You should not be so predictable as a batter when you're playing against Mitchell Santner, because he'll keep bowling that line and length and it'll make it uncomfortable for the batter. Again going for the sweep shot, appealing for LBW, but definitely it's outside the line. Impact will be outside the line, and they have picked up a single, so it will be 1 leg bias as well. So gives the strike to Sikandar Raza. 2 runs from this over so far. Oh, that's again slowed down there from Mitchell Santner. Raza looking to smash it through the offside and misses it altogether. It's another dot ball here. So 1 ball left in this over now. And this time he looked to flick it away, leading edge, and the catch is taken. It covers, another wicket goes down, and this time it's the big wicket of Sikandar Raza. Mitchell Santner strikes again for New Zealand. Finally, he picks up his first wicket of this innings, and it's the big wicket of Sikandar Raza, who's looking to get going. But this is the deceptive nature of Mitchell Santner. He can deceive you in the air, And off the wicket, that is exactly what happened. Sikandar Raza was looking to flick it away, getting the leading edge. Mark Chapman though won't drop those catches even in his sleep. Sikandar Raza departs after scoring just 12 runs from 18 deliveries, and Zimbabwe are now 93 for 5 after 16 overs. What an excellent over there from Mitchell Santner. Just 2 runs came from that over and the wicket of Sikandar Raza. And he keeps doing this, isn't it? Mitchell Santner. He's one of the best white ball bowlers in the world for a reason. What a spell from him. 1 for 18 in his 4 overs. And in the last ball of his spell, he has picked up the big wicket of Sikandar Raza today. Amazing from Mitchell Santner. And now the new batter to the crease for Zimbabwe is Musekiwa. And he is going to be up against Matt Henry. In fact, Tony Munyonga is on strike. And that's a good first ball from Matt Henry. Flicked away by Tony Munyonga straight to mid-wicket. Dot ball to start the over. But this is just outstanding stuff from Mitchell Santner actually. How many times will he keep doing this? Outfoxing the batters. He has developed an art in outfoxing the batters through his deliveries. And he's looking to flick it away. It's no Munyonga. Quick single completed. Good running between the wickets. And gives a strike to Musekiwa. Tashinga Musekiwa is the new batter to the crease. Also has capabilities of playing the big shots. That shot pulled away by Musekiwa. It's going. 1 bounce for 4. What a shot that is. Straight away against a bowler like Matt Henry, playing a shot like that of your very first ball in the innings is amazing. Important boundary here for Zimbabwe. It's shot again. Musekiwa has gone for the pull shot. He hasn't timed this. Fielder takes the catch at deep fine leg and another wicket goes down. So Tashinga Musekiwa looking to play 1 shot too many. This time not able to get enough timing on it. And a very good catch by the deep fine leg fielder. And unfortunately Musekiwa has to make his way back. He's just faced 2 deliveries, hit a boundary and then has been dismissed now. Matt Henry strikes for New Zealand once again. Again bowling the short delivery there, Matt Henry. He knew that Musekiwa will go for the shot once again. This time he only got height on it, not the distance. Simple catch at deep fine leg. Tashinga Musekiwa departs after scoring just 4 runs from 2 balls. And Zimbabwe are now 98 for 6 after 16.4 overs. So Zimbabwe losing their way here, 6 down now, and within no time they have collapsed like anything. New batter to the crease for Zimbabwe is Tinotenda Maposa. And I think we are down to the bowlers now for Zimbabwe. Oh, Maposa comes down the pitch, he's searching for the ball. It's gone to a square leg, there's a chance of a run out as well. I really wonder what the batter was doing. He played the delivery, he was searching where the ball is. Didn't even know where the ball went, and he's completed the single somehow, and Tinotenda Maposa is off the mark with a single and gives the strike to Tony Munyonga. 1 ball left in this over now. But again, New Zealand bowlers showing their professionalism by bowling tight lines, tight lengths. Oh, that's a short ball. Munyonga looking to pull it, not able to make connection. Another dot ball to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over and the wicket of Tashinga Musekiwa. And Zimbabwe are now 99 for 6 after 17 overs. So there's a bold move here. Rachin Ravindra is bowling the 18th over and straight away Maposa looking to play the big shot, gets it on the pads towards short third man, picks up a single, and the 100 comes up for Zimbabwe with that single. 100 for 6 in 17.1 overs. 1 leg bias has been given. And now Tony Munyonga is on strike. Oh, that's another peach of a delivery. Pitches, beats the outside edge, turns away from Munyonga. It's another dot ball. And Munyonga goes for the sweep shot, connects it beautifully. It goes towards deep square leg, 1 bounce for 4. So a much needed boundary here for Zimbabwe. Was looking for the sweep shot there and he nailed it. First boundary for Tony Munyonga in this innings. And this time it's a quicker ball. Munyonga going for the cut but not able to make connection. It's another dot ball here. Flatter delivery that time from Rachin Ravindra. Oh, and this time Ravindra slows it down. Munyonga defends towards point. It's another dot ball. So Zimbabwe are getting 1 boundary every over, but they haven't got a big over yet. That is the big problem here towards the end of this innings. And a shot pulled away and it's going towards deep mid wicket. Couple of runs completed. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 106 for 6 after 18 overs. The 2 overs left in this innings now. Adam Milne has been brought back into the attack. He's into his last over. Tinotenda Maposa is on strike. Here's Adam Milne. And Maposa pulls in the air. Hasn't got any timing on it. The ball lands safely. Mid-wicket fielder comes around, cuts it off, just a single for Maposa. And gives the strike to Tony Munyonga. So Munyonga on strike. Oh, that's another excellent Yorker from Adam Mills. Chance of run out. Oh, chance of run out was there, but he missed it. And it's another single here. So excellent bowling here from Adam Mills actually. That was a first excellent delivery to start with, right in the block hole. There was a chance of a run out, direct hit, and he was gone by a mile actually. Tino Tenda Maposa, but he missed the direct hit. So 2 balls, 2 singles in this over. Still 4 balls left in this over. And Tino Tenda Maposa is on strike. Oh, that's back of the length. Maposa looking to pull it away, but can't make connection. Another dot ball here. So this is a good over so far. Just 2 runs from this over. Still 3 balls left. Zimbabwe clearly have not been able to find those big overs which they needed. Kept on losing wickets in the middle overs. And that is why New Zealand are so good. And this time he drives down the ground to mid-off. Picks up a quick single. And gives the strike to Tony Munyonga, who is a much better power hitter compared to Tino Tenda Maposa. And they need 6s now, Zimbabwe. Tony Munyonga has the ability to clear the boundary. We have seen that in a few previous matches. Shot this time, pulled away by Tony Munyonga towards deep mid-wicket. Picks up a single and gives the strike to Tino Tenda Maposa. 4 runs from this over so far, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. And Maposa drives beautifully through the offside. Is it going in the gap? Yes, it is. It goes in the gap into the boundary for 4. Much needed boundary there for Zimbabwe to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 114 for 6 after 19 overs. So 1 over left in this innings. Zimbabwe maintaining the current run rate of 6 runs per over. Matt Henry is going to be bowling the last over for New Zealand. Tony Munyonga is on strike. And Munyonga pulls it away leg side. 1 bounce to deep mid-wicket. It's just a single. Gives the strike to Tino Tenda Maposa. 5 balls left in this innings. Zimbabwe now have to swing for the bleachers, they say. That is what Zimbabwe have to do now. I don't think this target will be defendable, but at least get some respectable score on the board. At least give something for the bowlers to defend. That is what Zimbabwe have to do. Here's Matt Henry. Maposa swings and misses, and they do complete the single as well. So by single completed and gives the strike to Tony Munyonga. 4 balls left in this innings now. Can Munyonga find the 6 here? In fact, it's been given as runs, so I don't know whether it took the bat of Maposa on the way when he picked up that single. Anyways, 4 balls left in this innings. That's another excellent Yorker from Matt Henry, right in the block hole. Munyonga digs it out back to the bowler, and it's a vital dot ball at this stage of the innings. There's still 3 balls left in this innings now. They need a 6 here. Zimbabwe simply need to clear the boundary. Munyonga, can he clear it? Is the big question. That's a slow ball. He's thrown everything at it. It's gone straight up in the air. Fielder running backwards and not able to take the catch. But the batters have completed 3 runs actually. Good effort there from Mitchell Santner. He had to run backwards. Never easy. A slow ball there from Matt Henry. Munyonga going for the big shot. He had to go for it. He had no other option basically. But that was a very good effort, we can say. Never easy to take those catches running backwards. 3 runs completed, and now Tinotenda Maposa is on strike. 2 balls left in this innings now. Can Zimbabwe push towards 130? Again he swings but doesn't get any timing on it. Straight to mid-off. Another single for Tinotenda Maposa. So 6 runs from this over so far. Still 1 ball left in this innings. This has been a superb over, last over here from Matt Henry, not conceding a boundary. Tony Munyonga on strike. What can he manage in this last ball of this innings? Here's Matt Henry, last ball of the innings. Pulled away by Munyonga, but straight into the hands of deep square leg, and the catch is taken beautifully down there at deep square leg. So it is a wicket to finish that innings. Matt Henry once again taking the pace of the ball. Munyonga going for the big shot, but hitting it flat and straight into the hands of deep square leg. And the innings finishes with a wicket. A very good catch there at deep square leg. And unfortunately Zimbabwe not able to get that explosive finish which they wanted. 6 runs came from the last over and the wicket of Tony Munyonga. And Zimbabwe have finished their 20 overs on 120 for 7. New Zealand, as usual, bowling and fielding well. Outstanding bowling, outstanding fielding has meant that they have restricted Zimbabwe to just 120 for 7 after 20 overs. Wesley Madivere was looking good. He scored 36 runs. Even Brian Bennett was struggling a little bit, scored 21 runs. Those were the top 2 scorers in Zimbabwe's innings today. And for the New Zealand bowlers, Mitchell Santner, 1 for 18 in his 4 overs. Even Rachin Ravindra also bowled beautifully in the middle. And Matt Henry, once again, as I kept on saying, he has been a very good bowler these days for New Zealand. He also picked up 3 wickets. And they have restricted Zimbabwe to just 120 for 7 after their 20 overs. So New Zealand, when they come out to bat, they will need 121 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. So we'll be back again after a few minutes to cover the run chase in this match. So until then, please stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Yes, welcome back to this run chase here. The New Zealand openers are out in the middle. New Zealand need 121 runs to win this match in their full quota of 20 overs. And Devon Conway and Tim Seifert are opening the batting for New Zealand. And Richard Ngarava is opening the bowling for Zimbabwe. Definitely, they're going to be having a very interesting run chase here. So first ball of the run chase gets the outside edge, and it goes one bounce to the slip quadrant. A dot ball to start the over. So good start here from Richard Ngarava. Ball pitching, moving away, taking the outside edge of Tim Seifert, but luckily for Seifert, the ball lands short of the slips. So good start here from Richard Ngarava. He needs to keep bowling that line and that length. Can Zimbabwe still make a fight out of this target against New Zealand? It's not going to be easy because only 120 runs on the board. It's not a big target for New Zealand. That shot pulled away this time by Seifert towards deep square leg. Gets off the mark with a single and gives the strike to Devon Conway. New Zealand have batting depths and they will be looking to chase this total down very quickly. So Conway on strike now. Richard Ngarava is bowling to Conway. A shot. Conway goes for the pull, but not able to get enough timing. But he gets it towards deep mid wicket and picks up a single. And Devon Conway is also off the mark with the single. So Tim Seifert is on strike now. 2 runs from this over so far. Tim Seifert provided an aggressive start against South Africa before he got out. But in this run chase, it's just a simple run chase. You just need simple efforts. Short and wide, cut away by Tim Seifert towards deep point. Another single here and gives the strike to Devon Conway. That's driven away, outside edge towards short third man. And Conway picks up another single. You've got to be careful here. That was a good away shaping delivery. A catch has been put down, in fact, at short third man. I think the outside edge went straight to short third man. He should have taken the catch. Oh, that will hurt Zimbabwe actually. You need to take your catches when you're defending such a low target. Of just 121 they are defending, and you put these kind of catches down, definitely New Zealand batters will make them pay. Still 1 ball left in this over, and again Seifert flicks it towards mid-on, picks up a single to finish the over. Tim Seifert will keep the strike. 5 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 5 without loss after 1 over. So Blessing Muzarabani now is the new bowler into the attack for Zimbabwe. He's going to be bowling the second over in this innings. The catch went down in the previous over and that will really cost Zimbabwe actually. But Blessing Muzarabani has also been another superb bowler for Zimbabwe. And he's going to be bowling to Tim Seifert. And it's cut away by Tim Seifert, but the catch is taken at point and the first wicket goes down for New Zealand eventually. The short and wide from Muzarabani. Seifert just cut it in the air. And a superb catch. Are Zimbabwe trying to fight and make a fight out of this? This is exactly what Zimbabwe needed. They needed an early wicket. They needed to break the opening partnership. And that is exactly what they have done. Seifert should have kept it on the ground, but instead he hit it in the air. And he has perished as well. Tim Seifert departs after scoring just 3 runs from 5 deliveries. And New Zealand are now 5 for 1 after 1.1 overs. So catch was put down in the previous over, but never mind. And Zimbabwe has picked up an early wicket eventually. Tim Seifert is back in the pavilion. Can Zimbabwe still fight is the big question. The new batter to the crease now for New Zealand is Rachin Ravindra. He's coming off a good MLC season, has been in terrific form with the bat. And he will have to play an important role in this run chase for New Zealand. 27 matches, 309 runs, best score of 69 for Rachin Ravindra. Zimbabwe do have the bowlers to make a match out of this. This is exactly why I keep saying Zimbabwe is a very, very funny team. You just cannot take them lightly. So here's Muzarabani now, bowling to Rachin Ravindra. Oh, Ravindra beats the Yazid, appealing for a catch. Oh my goodness, the umpire says not out. There's no DRS here, so there's no option to review. It could have had 2 in 2 there. Blessing Muzarabani. What amazing bowling. He's beating the outside edge. Completely squared up Rachin Ravindra there. They were appealing for the catch, but the umpire said as not out. And Rachin survives. Oh my goodness, the conditions are looking tricky to bat on at the moment. It's assisting the bowlers big time here. New Zealand have to be careful. Are we in for a really good match today here between New Zealand and Zimbabwe? And this time Rachin flicks it leg side. Oh, there's a chance of a run out. But not able to hit the stumps directly. And Rachin Ravindra gets off the mark with a single. Gives the strike to Devon Conway. Now Zimbabwe will be thinking, what if they had taken the catch of Conway in the previous over? And then New Zealand would have been 2 down by now. This is exactly why fielding is also very, very important. You cannot be dropping catches when you are defending this kind of a score. Conway on strike now. Oh, that's just pitched and took off from the wicket. Conway lets it go. It's another dot ball here. But the target is in such a way that New Zealand can take their time and then score this, because the required run rate is only 6.27. So it's not a big equation. Just need to keep the wickets in hand. I think Tim Seifert was looking to go on the aggressive route. Of course, he had the license to go for it, opening the batting, but unfortunately he perished. But I think these 2 left-handers have to take the responsibility for New Zealand in this run chase. 2 balls left in this over now. And that's nicely defended by Devon Conway. It's another dot ball here. There's still one ball left in this over now. Devon Conway on strike. And Conway flicks it leg side towards mid-wicket. Fumble by the mid-wicket fielder allows the batters to complete a couple of runs to finish that over. Just 3 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 8 for 1 after 2 overs. Three runs came from that over and the wicket of Tim Seifer, and New Zealand are now 8 for 1 after 2 overs, and this is good fighting from Zimbabwe to start with. So the hero for New Zealand in that previous match, Tim Robinson, is not playing today. Jimmy Neesham is not playing today. They have brought back Glenn Phillips and Rachin Ravindra. Those are the changes that New Zealand have made for today's match. Now Richard and Garawa is continuing. He is into his second over. Oh, straight away looking to go across the line there. Rachin Ravindra missing it altogether. It's another dot ball here. Need to be careful. You cannot afford to play across the line. Not so far away from the outside edge as well. Last thing New Zealand want is to lose another wicket here. Zimbabwe is a very, very funny team actually. Can Zimbabwe upset New Zealand here? Well, I know I'm asking for too much because still the equation is in favor of New Zealand. And that's chipped in the air. One bounce to mid-wicket, and they have completed the single as well. So Ravindra gives the strike to Devon Conway. No boundaries in this innings so far. It is very surprising. And that shows the quality of the bowling of Zimbabwe. Richard and Garawa and Blessing Musarabani, both of them are bowling wonderfully well. They have started well here for Zimbabwe. Conway comes down the pitch, and is he appealing for a catch here? The umpire again says not out. Conway came down the pitch looking to defend it. The ball beat the outside edge of Conway. And luckily the umpire has given it as not out, so Conway survives at the crease. This is a very, very tough start here for New Zealand, we can say. They're facing some excellent bowling from Zimbabwe, actually, we can say. So 3 balls left in this over now. Devon Conway on strike. Ooh, that's another excellent delivery. Good length delivery. Conway looking to flick it leg side. Not able to get enough connection, so it's another dot ball. I think one thing we can expect from New Zealand is once they get through this period of good bowling from Zimbabwe bowlers, I think after that New Zealand might go for it. Because these are tough conditions to bat on. That's cut away by Conway. But deep point is there, straight to him. Another single here. Gives the strike to Rachin Ravindra. One more delivery left in this over. The last ball of the over now. Rachin Ravindra on strike. Ravindra pulls it leg side towards deep mid wicket. The ball is racing away for 4. So first boundary of this innings comes off the bat of Rachin Ravindra. 2 shot from Richard Ankarava and punished by Rachin Ravindra. Nice way to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 14 for 1 after 3 overs. So Blessing Muzarabani now continuing into the attack and swing and a miss straight away from Devon Conway. He's been struggling for a long time now with his timing. Again not able to make connection, and it's a dot ball to start this over. Shot this time, it's pulled in the air by Conway, hasn't got timing on it, and luckily for him the ball lands safely. Deep square leg fielder comes around, cuts it off. Another couple of runs for Devon Conway. So New Zealand have started really scratchily here. If only Zimbabwe had scored more runs on the board, they could have made a proper fight out of this. Well, they can still make a fight out of this because New Zealand batters are not looking comfortable at the moment. And again, Conway this time drives in the air, but again eluding the fielder. And this time it's just a single. Gives a strike to Rachin Ravindra. So 3 balls left in this over, just 3 runs from this over so far. Rachin Ravindra has found the boundary in the last ball of the previous over. So definitely he'll be looking to find more boundaries. This time he cuts it through the offside, but straight to covers. It's another dot ball here. This is excellent bowling from Blessing Muzarabani. Another dot ball here. So just 3 runs from this over. Still 2 balls left. Two balls left in this over now. Rachin Ravindra on strike. Full delivery again, flick leg side, but again excellent fielding at mid wicket. It's another dot ball. So Zimbabwe slowly building some pressure here on New Zealand, not allowing the boundaries. Still 1 ball left in this over. And this has been bowling of the highest order from Blessing Muzarabani in this over. That's driven in the air by Rachin Ravindra. It goes in the gap. And deep point fielder comes around, cuts it off. Another couple of runs to finish that over. So just 5 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 19 for 1 after 4 overs. So this has been an excellent start here actually from Zimbabwe. Yes, they have got very less runs on the board to play with, but they are really making a fight out of this. Just one boundary they have conceded in the first 4 overs of this innings. And now there's a bowling change for Zimbabwe. Trevor Gwandu has been brought into the attack. He's a really good bowler actually. Can pick up important wickets. And Devon Conway is on strike. Hasn't got going yet. And that's nicely defended by Conway down the ground to mid-off. Picks up a single and gives the strike to Rachin Ravindra. So Rachin Ravindra is batting on a run of ball 8 actually, has scored 1 boundary, but it hasn't been easy for batting, particularly with the Zimbabwe bowlers creating lots of pressure. And again Rachin looking to cut it away, but gets an inside edge back to the bowler. It's another dot ball. You really have to appreciate Zimbabwe actually for fighting like this. Just 120 runs on the board. And look at the way they have started with the ball. Really kudos to Zimbabwe actually. They might still lose this game, but the way they are fighting now, really many other teams need to learn from Zimbabwe actually. Back of the length, again driven away, but straight to covers again. It's another dot ball here. So Trevor Gwandu also building up pressure from the other end. You surely needed Nayam Huri, isn't it? He's another Zimbabwe bowler who has done really well in recent times. A shot pulled away by Ravindra. It goes over fine leg, short fine leg, and the ball races away for 4. They needed this luck. New Zealand was going a little bit quietly. Ravindra went for the pull shot. He's got the top edge, and as they say, fortune favors the brave. It has favored Rachin Ravindra now. Important boundary, second boundary of this innings. Both boundaries have been scored by Rachin Ravindra in this innings for New Zealand. And this time it's again Ravindra goes for the pull shot, and this time he nails it towards deep mid wicket. 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4. So back-to-back boundaries here from Rachin Ravindra. It was shot once again from Trevor Gwandu, but this time Rachin Ravindra properly punished it to the fence, and that will release some pressure from New Zealand in this run chase. The last ball of the over pulled again and again, beats the deep square leg fielder into the boundary for 4. So 3 consecutive boundaries to finish that over. It was such a good over until that point, but the first 3 balls were good deliveries, but it has ended with 3 boundaries in a row. 13 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 32 for 1 after 5 overs. So now I think New Zealand are in complete control of this match. The equation is under a run ball now. 89 runs needed in the last 15 overs for New Zealand to win this match. And Rachin Ravindra, he has scored 4 boundaries in this innings. And here's Blessing Muzarapani now continuing in the attack. Conway going for the lap, reverse lap shot, but not able to make connection. So it's a dot ball to start the over. Devon Conway still struggling to find the boundaries. Meanwhile, Rachin Ravindra at the other end has found 3 consecutive boundaries to put New Zealand in control now. And unless Zimbabwe bowl New Zealand out, it is going to be really tough for Zimbabwe to defend this target. Again, full delivery this time. Conway drives down the ground straight to mid-off. Another dot ball here. So Rachin Ravindra is building up momentum at the other end, but at one end, Conway is losing all the momentum. He needs to keep up with the momentum. Conway hasn't scored a boundary yet, and that is not helping New Zealand. You need to get the runs from both the ends, and for a player of the caliber of Devon Conway, coming back to form will take just a matter of time. He goes for the big shot, gets the top edge, it goes over short third man into the boundary for 4. That is exactly what Devon Conway needed to get going. His first boundary in this innings, and now New Zealand are in complete control of this match, we can say. So 3 balls left in this over now. Slow ball cut away by Devon Conway. Short third man fielder runs around, cuts it off, just a single this time, and gives a strike to Rachin Ravindra. Two more deliveries left in this over now. What is Rachin Ravindra planning to do? And it's a full delivery driven in the air by Rachin Ravindra. It's in the gap and the ball races away for another boundary. 5th boundary in this innings for Rachin Ravindra. Or has it gone all the way? I think it has gone all the way for 6. So first 6 in this innings comes off the bat of Rachin Ravindra. It was very full from Blessing Muzarapani and beautifully driven inside out over extra covers. It's never easy to do that. But Rachin Ravindra is a master of playing such shots. First 6 of this innings for New Zealand. And last ball of the over, back of the length, Rachin defends through the offside, looks to get a quick single, but there's no single available. So it's another dot ball to finish that over. 11 runs came from that over, and the power play has come to an end for New Zealand. New Zealand are now 43 for 1 after 6 overs. So required run rate is just 5.57 now. The match is in New Zealand's hands. Good start in the power play for New Zealand. 43 for 1 after the power play. Just needing another 78 runs to win from the last 14 overs. So even though New Zealand started a little slowly, they lost the early wicket of Tim Seifert as well. But these two batters, Rachin Ravindra and Devon Conway, have managed to keep the run rate going. Zimbabwe need wickets here if they want to try and come back into this match, which is drifting away slowly drifting away from Zimbabwe. Of course, you can't do much with just 120 runs on the board. Every day you're going to struggle. And the new bowler into the attack now, Tino Tenda Maposa. And straight away, short delivery. Conway goes for the pull shot, gets it over short fine leg. One bounce and into the boundary for 4 to start the over. So the boundaries are flowing now for New Zealand. And this time it's Devon Conway who hits a second boundary. Again, very streaky boundary, but they will take it. So not a good start from Tino Tenda Maposa. First ball conceding a boundary, second ball back of the length, driven off the back foot by Devon Conway towards deep point. Good fielding at deep point, so another couple of runs for Devon Conway. 6 runs from the first 2 balls in this over, still 4 balls left in this over. Well, I don't know whether they are checking the last ball of the previous over when fielder was trying to run out Rachin Ravindra, whether that was obstructing the field or not. I think that is what they are trying to check actually, because when Rachin Ravindra was making his ground back, the throw from the fielder hit the bat, but I don't think Ravindra did that intentionally, so it will not be obstructing the field. It's another good delivery, flicked away by Devon Conway towards deep mid wicket, picks up a single and gives the strike to Rachin Ravindra. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Just 7 runs coming from this over, and this is what they are checking now. Ball has hit the bat on the way, but I don't know whether Rachin Ravindra did that deliberately or not. Of course, some topic for controversy, we can say. I don't know. That's cut away by Ravindra towards deep third man and picks up a single. According to the laws, actually, it's like only if the batter deliberately stops the ball. Only if the batter deliberately stops the ball thrown by a fielder at the stumps, then only it's considered as obstructing the field. So I don't know, I don't think Ravindra deliberately did that. He just kept the bat, the ball hit the bat. Similar to what happened in the World Cup final actually. The ball hit the bat of Ben Stokes and went to the boundary. That was not considered as obstructing the field. So similar situation. As we see here, Devon Conway looking to drive. Did he get the outside edge? It's gone through the keeper as well. They're coming back for the second. Good running between the wickets. Some sloppy work there from the Zimbabwe keeper. You need to collect those. Was looking to drive. You got to be catching those. You cannot afford to be so sloppy in the field, and wicket keeper should plays a major role in these kind of in this kind of defense. So you have to be alert. Last ball of the over now. Conway comes down the pitch, drives it straight through the offside, again through the covers. Will pick up a single to finish that over. Expensive over from Tino Tenda Maposa. 11 runs came from that over. The 50 came up for New Zealand in that over. New Zealand are now 54 for 1 after 7 overs and doing it easily now, New Zealand. So coming back to that incident where the ball hit the bat of Rachin Ravindra. Similarly in the World Cup final also, the ball hit the bat of Ben Stokes and went for 4. So these kind of things, accidentally they happen in this game of cricket. But unless the batter does it intentionally, I don't think it will be given out as obstructing the field. So Rachin Ravindra continues to bat despite that incident, we can say. And New Zealand really looking comfortable in this run chase now. That's needing 67 runs from the last 13 overs, and there's a new bowler into the attack for Zimbabwe. Sikandar Raza coming into the attack, and straight away a good delivery, guided by Conway towards short third man. It's a dot ball to start the over. So it's looking too easy at the moment for New Zealand, and of course they are expected to win these matches. It's just that Zimbabwe need more experience to play against these teams. That's short and cut away by Conway down the ground. The long off picks up a single. They're coming back for the second as well. Good running between the wickets. Excellent running between the wickets. Couple of runs completed. And Conway keeps the strike. And again Conway drives through the offside again towards deep extra covers. Another couple of runs here for Devon Conway. So doing this easily at the moment, these two batters. Zimbabwe searching for a wicket. They're trying to break this partnership. But these two batters are doing it sensibly. They know that they don't need to do anything unnecessary. This run chase is in their hands now. Zimbabwe need to find a way to put more runs on the board. No way in the world you can defend 121. Batters back themselves to chase those totals down very easily. Again, good length delivery, punch to the back foot by Devon Conway. Towards long off for another single. Gives the strike to Rachin Ravindra. The partnership is 54 from 39 deliveries between Rachin Ravindra and Devon Conway. The southpaw batting duo of New Zealand. And as far as Zimbabwe is concerned, where is the wicket coming from? It's pulled away by Rachin Ravindra. Again straight to long on, another single. That's all they need to do, New Zealand. Keep taking the singles. Zimbabwe are the team which is under pressure. They are searching for wickets. In fact, even if Zimbabwe picks up a wicket, I don't know whether it will be enough now, because there's 61 to get for New Zealand. Again, too short, cut away by Conway. Deep extra cover, runs around, cuts it off. Another single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 61 for 1 after 8 overs. So doing it easily now, Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra, both of them have scored 28 runs. Just the strike rate is difference. Devon Conway is batting at a strike rate of 107.69. Whereas the strike rate of Rachin Ravindra is 164.71. It seemed as though New Zealand were off to a scratchy start, but within no time they have brought this match under control. Just needing another 60 more runs to win this match from the last 12 overs. Unless Zimbabwe break this partnership, they need quick wickets, Zimbabwe. Otherwise, this is too easy now for New Zealand actually. And Dinotenda Maposa now coming back into the attack into his second over. Devon Conway is on strike. That shot, he's gone for the pull shot, he's got a top edge. And the ball lands safely again. Conway picks up another single and gives the strike to Rachin Ravindra. Devon Conway has made it a habit that he's going to score all his runs through top edges. Every time a fast bowler comes into the attack, he goes for the pull shot, gets the top edge, and somehow the ball lands short of deep fine leg there. And now gives a strike to Rachin Ravindra now. Well, Conway is taking his head, but he feels that he is very lucky. That short and wide, cut away by Rachin Ravindra. It's going, racing away. Deep extra cover comes around, but another couple of runs for Rachin Ravindra. Is doing this very easily now, these two batters. When you're chasing this kind of a target, all you need is just one big partnership, and that is what Rachin Ravindra and Devon Conway are doing. Oh, that's guided away. Is it going straight into the hands of deep third man? Yes, it is. The catch is taken. And another wicket goes down for New Zealand. It was short and wide from Tinotenda Maposa. Ravindra just guided it in the air. But a very good catch down there at deep third man. And finally Zimbabwe have broken this partnership here. Rachin Ravindra has to make his way back to the pavilion. It was there to be hit for Rachin Ravindra. He did throw his bat at it. And the third man fielder was there. An outstanding catch diving forward by Blessing Muzarabani. And Tinotenda Maposa picks up the wicket which Zimbabwe needed very badly. Of course, still New Zealand are in control here. But they've lost their second wicket. And that too of the informed Rachin Ravindra. They are just checking whether the catch was clean or not. But it was a clean catch. According to me, very good catch actually diving forward by Blessing Muzarabani. Yes, out is the decision. So Rachin Ravindra has to walk back. Obviously, Rachin Ravindra is disappointed, but he has done his job. Rachin Ravindra departs after scoring 30 runs from 19 balls. And New Zealand are now 64 for 2 after 8.3 overs. Rachin Ravindra has been dismissed here after playing a very good knock, and now the new batter to the crease for New Zealand is Daryl Mitchell. He has made his way out to the centre. Got out very cheaply in the previous match. He will be looking to come back to form, and this is an ideal situation for someone like Daryl Mitchell. Just 57 more runs needed from the last 69 deliveries for New Zealand to win this match. So 3 balls left in this over. Kudos to Zimbabwe's fighting spirit actually keeping the fight on. Oh, that's another very good delivery. Beats the outside edge of Daryl Mitchell. It's another dot ball. Zimbabwe are trying to make New Zealand sweat here even for these 121 runs. We really need to appreciate Zimbabwe for that. Most of the teams would be conceding 121 runs in just 15 overs. But Zimbabwe are not doing that. They are keeping the fight on. But again, I'm saying Zimbabwe might still lose this match. But still, we need to appreciate their fighting efforts. They keep on improving. Definitely, they can also become a better team in world cricket. That's driven by Daryl Mitchell. Towards point, picks up a single and gets off the mark. Gives the strike to Devon Conway. Just 4 runs from this over. Still 1 ball left. So still 1 ball left in this over now. Devon Conway on strike. A short and wide cut away by Conway, and the ball races away for 4. So not a great finish to the over from Tinotenda Maposa. It was such a good over until that point, but it has finished with a boundary. And 8 runs came from that over and the wicket of Rachin Ravindra. New Zealand are now 69 for 2 after 9 overs. So just 52 more runs needed now for New Zealand. The last 11 overs to win this match and pick up their second win of this Tri Series. As we see Sikandar Raza now brought back into the attack, and straight away Daryl Mitchell goes for the reverse sweep, picks up a single and gives the strike to Devon Conway. And this time Conway punches it down the ground towards long on, picks up another single and gives the strike to Daryl Mitchell. 2 balls, 2 singles in this over. That's all they need to do, New Zealand. Don't need to try anything silly. Mitchell going for the reverse sweep again, but straight to points. Another dot ball here. So 3 balls left in this over now. Mitchell comes down the pitch and then flicks it away leg side. It's going in the gap. And good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Daryl Mitchell. And now the target is under 50 now for New Zealand. So with today's match, the round 1 of these matches will get over. Zimbabwe will again play against South Africa and New Zealand for the second time. And it's must-win situation for Zimbabwe if they lose today. Again looking to flick it away. Flicks it back to the bowler, Daryl Mitchell. Another dot ball here. Just four runs from this over so far. Still 1 ball left. And that's a short delivery pulled away by Daryl Mitchell towards deep square leg. Picks up a single to finish that over. Just 5 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 74 for 2 after 10 overs. So another 47 runs needed now for New Zealand to win this match. And Richard and Garawa has been brought back into the attack into his 3rd over now. Daryl Mitchell on strike. And Mitchell drives through the offside, picks up a quick single. Directed would have been gone actually. Very casual running between the wickets between Daryl Mitchell and Devon Conway. Luckily for them, the fielder didn't hit the directed. Conway had given up actually. You cannot be so casual while running between the wickets. Direct hit would have been gone by a mile. Oh my goodness. So another life here for Devon Conway. Devon Conway on strike now. And it's a slot delivery picked up beautifully by Devon Conway over deep mid wicket. All the way for 6. First 6 for Devon Conway in this innings. And that is a wonderful pickup shot there. You cannot be bowling in the slot to Devon Conway. He plays that pickup shot beautifully well. And finally, Conway has nailed the sixer here in this innings. The shot again, this time pulled away by Devon Conway. Towards deep mid-wicket, picks up a single, and now the target is under 40 now. There's 39 more needed for New Zealand. So New Zealand doing this easily, getting closer to another win here in this Tri Series. And definitely again New Zealand will be the team to beat in this Tri Series. Daryl Mitchell on strike now, and Daryl Mitchell just gently cuts it through the offside, picks up another single and gives the strike to Devon Conway. So 9 runs from this over so far, still 2 balls left. Shot again, pulled away by Devon Conway towards deep square leg, picks up another single and gives the strike to Daryl Mitchell. 10 runs from this over so far, still 1 ball left. The last ball of this over now, Daryl Mitchell on strike. That shot pulled away by Mitchell. It goes for 4 towards deep square leg to finish the over. Poor delivery there from Richard and Garawa. Ends the over with a boundary. 14 runs came from that over from Richard and Garawa. And New Zealand are now 88 for 2 after 11 overs. So just 33 more runs needed now for New Zealand. They have already won a Tri Series in Pakistan earlier this year before the Champions Trophy, and they are looking to win another Tri Series here in Zimbabwe. So New Zealand are looking really strong. Sikandar Raza comes into the attack, and straight away Conway comes down the pitch and hits it straight down the ground for 6. What a way to start the over for Devon Conway. Finally now Devon Conway has found his mojo and he's striking the ball really cleanly. Second 6 for Devon Conway in this innings. The second ball of the over, this time it's short, cut away by Devon Conway, picks up a single and gives the strike to Daryl Mitchell. Just 26 more runs needed now for New Zealand. And will they look to finish this quickly now? In fact, they have completed a couple of runs. Very sloppy fielding from Zimbabwe. Couple of runs completed, and with that couple of runs, Devon Conway completes his half century. There's been an outstanding knock from Devon Conway, had 2 lives in this innings, but he has scored 50 from 34 deliveries, with 3 fours and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 147.06. Has been an outstanding innings from Devon Conway. And this time it's a back of the length delivery. Conway flicks it leg side, and this time only picks up a single. Gives the strike to Daryl Mitchell. Just 24 needed now for New Zealand. You would think 4 sixes maybe. It's only a question of how quickly are New Zealand willing to chase this down. Mitchell comes down the pitch and flicks it leg side straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball here. Two more balls left in this over now. Shot pulled away this time by Daryl Mitchell. Down the ground to long on, picks up another single and gives the strike to Devon Conway. The last ball of the over now, and Conway also gently hits it down the ground, picks up another single to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 99 for 2 after 12 overs. So just 22 needed now for New Zealand to pick up their second win in this Tri Series. They are the team to beat in this Tri Series, definitely. And both Zimbabwe and South Africa, of course, it is very hard for Zimbabwe to go through to the finals, definitely. But South Africa, can they stop New Zealand is the big question. They are the only team that can try to stop New Zealand in this Tri Series and maybe even try and win this Tri Series. South Africa is capable of doing it. Here's Blessing Muzarabani now. Devon Conway on strike. And a short and wide cut away by Conway towards deep point. Picks up another single and gives a strike to Daryl Mitchell. Blessing Muzarabani has bowled wonderfully in this innings, but just not enough runs on the board, we'll say. And the 100 comes up for New Zealand as well. 100 comes up in just 12.1 overs. New Zealand are 100 for 2 and need another 21 runs to win from 47 deliveries. And this time back of the length, Daryl Mitchell flicks it leg side. They're looking to come back for the second and again completes a couple of runs. So good running between the wickets here from Daryl Mitchell. Now the target is under 20 for New Zealand. Just 19 more runs needed to win this match. Required run rate is 2.48 for New Zealand. They're just doing this easily now. But really have to appreciate Zimbabwe actually. They fought at the start of this innings. Tried to make a match out of it. The shot pulled away. Gets the top edge. It goes over the top of the keeper. And again good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Daryl Mitchell. And just 17 needed now. 5 runs from this over so far. Still 3 balls left. 3 sixes will just win this for New Zealand in this over itself. I think another couple of overs this match will be done. So 17 needed now. Here's Muzarabani. And Mitchell swings leg side towards deep mid wicket, picks up another single and gives the strike to Devon Conway. There's 16 more needed now for New Zealand. So New Zealand will be playing against South Africa and Zimbabwe again after this match. And if New Zealand wins one of those 2 matches, they will go through to the Tri Series final. Short and wide, cut away again by New Zealand. Cut away again by Devon Conway towards Deep extra covers for another single and gives the strike to Daryl Mitchell. 7 runs from this over, still 1 ball left. Daryl Mitchell has hit only 1 boundary so far, but with just 15 more runs needed, they can do this with just singles also. The last ball of the over now, Daryl Mitchell on strike. And Mitchell swings down the ground to mid-on. And good running between the wickets, completes the single as well. To finish that over, 8 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 107 for 2 after 13 overs. Just another 14 more runs needed for New Zealand. Here's the match summary as well. Daryl Mitchell and Devon Conway batting at the crease. I think they will chase this down in the next couple of overs, definitely, New Zealand. Trevor Gwandu has been brought back into the attack, conceded 13 runs in his first over. So now it's just a question of how long will New Zealand take to chase this down. That is the only question. There will be no doubt that New Zealand are looking favourites now to win this. Just 14 more runs needed. Very tough for Zimbabwe to make any sort of comeback in this position. So here's Trevor Gwandu, Daryl Mitchell on strike. And Mitchell goes for the lap shot, gets it away, and it's gone all the way. Over deep fine leg, all the way for 6. What a shot that is from Daryl Mitchell. And he brings it down to single digits now. Just 8 more runs needed for New Zealand. They're coming closer now to the target. Daryl Mitchell looking to finish it in this over itself. And that's a slow ball, pulled away this time by Daryl Mitchell towards deep fine leg. Picks up a single and gives a strike to Devon Conway. 4 balls left in this over. Can New Zealand finish it in this over? Just 7 more runs needed for New Zealand. This is exactly what Zimbabwe were missing in their innings. They were not able to find the big overs. Kept on struggling in the middle overs, lost a lot of wickets. Even batters like Sikandar Raza and Ryan Bird couldn't stay at the wicket and provide that finish which Zimbabwe wanted to their innings. And that is why they could only manage 120 runs on the board. Slow ball pulled away by Conway towards deep square leg, another single. Gives a strike to Daryl Mitchell. New Zealand now just 1 hit away from winning this match. Just need another 6 more runs. Zimbabwe are going to suffer their second defeat in this Tri Series. Obviously, it's a known fact that both South Africa and New Zealand are going to be tough opponents for Zimbabwe in this Tri Series. So that is not a surprise. So Daryl Mitchell on strike. Can he finish it in this over? 3 balls left in this over. And that's a wide outside the off stump. Given as a wide, so Trevor Gwandu has to reload that one. And now just 5 more needed now for New Zealand. Required run rate for New Zealand is now 0.77. I am trying to wonder what is that percentage. 0.77 required run rate. And another wide here. So Trevor Gondo clearly struggling with his line. Back-to-back wides. And just 4 needed now for New Zealand. I think they'll just finish it in this over now. Just 4 more runs needed for New Zealand to win this match. That's a slow ball pulled away by Daryl Mitchell. Deep square leg, runs around, cuts it off. Just a single and gives a strike to Devon Conway. So 3 runs needed now for New Zealand. Devon Conway is on strike. It's just a question now of can New Zealand finish it in this over. That's shot pulled away by Conway. It's gone in the gap. Is the ball racing away to the boundary? Yes, it is. It has raced away to the boundary, and New Zealand have completed this run chase. Devon Conway has hit the winning boundary, and New Zealand have registered a comprehensive victory against Zimbabwe here. It's been a clinical run chase here from the New Zealanders. Devon Conway fittingly hitting the winning runs. So Devon Conway finishing things off in style, and New Zealand have registered their second win in this Tri Series, and they are continuing their unbeaten run in this Tri Series. They won against South Africa in their first match, and now they have beaten Zimbabwe in their second match as well. Zimbabwe tried to fight hard but couldn't get enough runs on the board. They scored only 120 runs in their full quota of 20 overs, and in reply, Zimbabwe also bowled well towards the start of this run chase, but defending 121, there's only so much that the bowlers can do. And both Devon Conway, Daryl Mitchell, Rachin Ravindra, they were all phenomenal today. And chasing this total down with more than 6 overs to spare. And definitely now New Zealand, they cement their place at the top of the table in this Tri Series, and they are 1 win away from officially qualifying for this Tri Series final. The Zimbabwe though have suffered their second defeat, but it is always a learning curve for teams like Zimbabwe. Whenever they are playing against teams like New Zealand and South Africa, it is never easy for a team like Zimbabwe to win. They fought hard, but it was always going to be tough for Zimbabwe to beat these teams, and that is exactly why they have organized this kind of a Tri Series, so that Zimbabwe can get the experience of playing against big teams like South Africa and New Zealand. So hopefully Zimbabwe will learn from these losses, and they will try and improve their game and become much better as a team going forward. But New Zealand will be happy clinically outplaying Zimbabwe and winning this match here by 8 wickets and registering their second win in this Tri Series and moving to an even stronger position in this Tri Series. The New Zealand will be celebrating today. It's a good win for them. Zimbabwe need to think about certain things, and hopefully Zimbabwe can also come back stronger in their next match. So we'll be back again to cover more cricketing matches in our channel. So until then, take care guys, cheers, and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.